Top of the hill, Osabrero.
Nothing but fog and rain.
This is our day today. Fog and rain. Fog and rain.
So nasty. It's so nasty. Our horse ride got canceled.
Yeah,
We're sad.
Lee's disappointed. Our horse ride got canceled.
Yoo-hoo.
They've got thatched roofs on some of the little buildings here. This is our place for tonight in Osabrero. We're going to go to Mass at 7 o'clock p.m. We're just having a coffee and brandy because it's a cold, rainy day. This is the guy, the priest, that started the yellow markers for the Camino to make the way easier for pilgrims to find their way. Hey everyone, I wanted to insert a little video about the very special Mass that we had in Osabrero. We found Osabrero to be a very, very charming town. It was like walking into Diagon Alley, Harry Potter, or a mystical medieval city. The streets were small. It was all very, very old buildings. When it got dark and rainy, it was like, ooh, I wonder who's walking these streets at night. But anyway, the church there is a very historic place because a Eucharistic miracle occurred there in the 1300s. And they preserved the specimen in a side chapel in the church for years and years and years. But since then, it's now been moved to someplace else, but they still have a memorial, and the container that they carried that the specimen and the wine was in was there. So it's very revered and very holy. The story of the Eucharistic miracle was that there was a priest there who was the priest for the village, and he really didn't believe that the Eucharist was the true body and blood of Christ. And on one snowy night, a man from down below hiked way up to Osabrero in a terrible, terrible storm, and worked his way to the chapel to go to Mass. And when he was at Mass and the priest was consecrating the Eucharist, it turned into flesh, and then the blood during consecration was bubbled up out of the cup and spilled out onto the linens. And it just was a fantastic miracle. And so people come from all over the world to come to this church and feel the spiritual feeling in there. And there is a special feeling in there. Both Lee and I felt it, and we talked to many people who felt there was some energy in there that they had never felt before. But they had a 7 o'clock Mass, and a monk who serves that chapel, they call him Padre Paco, gave a wonderful homily. And he talked about, in Spanish and in English, about what it means to be a pilgrim. And that the pilgrims have been coming through this town for centuries. And the idea of being a pilgrim is all about love. That we are special people who come to walk this walk for the reason we're walking. And it's our responsibility as pilgrims now, when we complete the Camino and get our Compostelo, is to continue to bring love to the world through our faith and through our perseverance and the blessings that we had along the Camino, which I thought was really special. After the service, he had full communion and everything, and after the service, he called everybody up to surround the altar. They gave each of us a stone that was polished, and a yellow Camino arrow was painted on it. And then he had a blessing that was written in every language you can imagine. So he asked everybody who spoke different languages. We had a girl there from Korea. We had people from the Netherlands, Germany, Portugal. They all came and read the blessing, and of course English. They read the blessing in their own language, and we all enjoyed hearing it in different languages. And during the Mass, he asked everybody to say the Our Father in their own language, so it was like Babel. Everybody stopped at the same place and, took their breath at the same place, but the language was just beautiful to hear because it was all these languages being spoken at once, but all to the glory of our Lord. So it was really, really neat. And I wanted to put that in. And the other thing that Lee and I both found really interesting about the picture, when you see the crucifix up on the wall, it looks like there's two other crosses because of the shadow. And we were thinking, does that really represent the three crosses on Calvary? Maybe it doesn't, we don't know, but that's the thought that we had, that Jesus is there, he gave up his life for us, but he also brought the one guy into heaven with him, and those crosses can represent us. So I just wanted to put that in before I put the video on about Osobero. If you ever have a chance to come here, it's very, very, like I said, magical. So we love you all. It's Thursday morning, and we're leaving Osobero. Osobero is a magical town. It's like going back into medieval times. We stayed at Venta Kelta, which was a very, very nice little hostel. The people were nice, friendly, the food was good. It's just like being back in the early centuries. So cute. The church was wonderful. We had a very great day and evening and morning here.